we can use estimating to give rough answers. So this can be useful if we don't want to use our calculators or if we just need an approximate value. So as I said, estimating is an approximate answer. It's not exact. It's just going to give us a rough ballpark figure. For instance, an exact answer might be 5,023, but an approximate answer might be 5,000. I use those squiggly equal signs to indicate that it's just an estimate. It's not exact. When do we estimate? To do a rough calculation if we just need an answer quickly, or if we want to work something out in our heads, like we don't want to whip out our calculator on our phone. We don't estimate if we're doing something with no margin for error, like brain surgery or rocket science. It's only if we just need an answer quickly on the fly, like if you're at a supermarket working out the price of your shopping, or if you're working out the change after your purchase. So how do we estimate answers? Well, we use rounding. I'll go over how to round on the next slide. So these are the rounding rules we looked at last lesson. So we look at the number to the right of our main number. And then if it's 0 to 4, then our main number stays the same. But if it's 5 or more, then our main number needs to round up. And then we just change the numbers after to 0. If you've forgotten how to do this, you can re-watch my vodcast about that. These are the steps to estimating. We first need to round the numbers to make them easier to work with. Numbers that we know how to add or subtract. Then work out the answer. And last, you need to check that your answer makes sense. If you're getting some really big number, but your numbers initially weren't big, then you think, I might have done something kind of wrong there. And then you can redo it. For example, I'm going to round these to the nearest 100. It'll make it easier to work out. So to the nearest 100. I look at the number to the right and it's 0 to 4, so this is going to stay the same. Change the other numbers to 0. So I've got 300, and then I look at the number to the right here, it's a 9. So it's 5 or more, so I need to round this up. So this also will round to 300. So 300 plus 300 equals 600. And you'll see that that's actually pretty much the same as my actual answer, which is 598. Okay, I'm going to round this to the nearest 10. So I'm going to round to here, this first digit. So I look at the next number. Yep, I've got to round this up to 50. And this one I'm going to round down to 30. So my answer roughly equals 80. And if you put into the calculator the actual answer, it equals 78. Okay, I'm going to round this to the nearest 1,000. So I look at the number to the right, between 0 and 4, so keep it the same. And this one, I've got to round it up to 3,000, which equals, oops, I used the wrong kind of bracket, equals sign. Last one here, I'm going to round to the nearest 1,000. So I look at the number to the right, and this is going to round up to 3,000, and this is going to round down to 5,000. Oops. So my approximate answer is 8,000, and if I put it in the calculator, my actual answer, 7,990. So I put up a quick worksheet on estimating for you guys to do.